Now at 70, Yoko looked forward to her morning routine. She wrote her thoughts for the day in the braille submission section of the radio program. As her fingers tapped out the braille, she recalled the laughter of her grandchildren. "I'm surrounded by so many grandchildren now, and I'm truly happy," she often wrote in her submissions. When her 7 grandchildren gathered at her home, the living room overflowed with smiles and clamor. In those moments, time seemed to fly by like an arrow. "Time flies like an arrow, doesn't it?" Yoko would say with a smile. But 30 years ago, things were different. In the spring of her 40th year, Yoko suddenly lost her sight to an illness. For Yoko, who had been raising 3 children and working alongside her husband in a busy life, the world was plunged into darkness in an instant. "I was so anxious about what would happen next," she recalls of that time. Her youngest daughter, Ayaka, was in her 3rd year of junior high, preparing for entrance exams. Though shaken by her mother's change, Ayaka remained strong. Holding her daughter's small hand, Yoko wept silently inside. Time felt heavy, endlessly long. Each day seemed eternal, and nights were suffocating with anxiety. Learning braille was no easy task. At first, her fingers trembled, unable to read smoothly, and frustration mounted. Yet Yoko didn't give up. When Ayaka returned from school, she would sit by her side and help with braille practice. "Mom, take your time. Let's do it together," Ayaka would say, her voice always kind. Encouraged by those words, Yoko gradually carved out a new world for herself. It was around then that she learned about the radio's braille submission program. The day her first submission was read on air, Yoko shed tears. Even in the darkness, there was undeniably light. Time passed, and Ayaka got married, later giving birth to 3 children. Yoko's other children also started families, and her grandchildren grew to 7. Now, listening to the voices of her grandchildren playing, Yoko writes in braille back then. It felt like time had stopped, but looking back, it passed in the blink of an eye. 30 years, when measured by the ruler of her heart, feel like a mere moment. In times of hardship, it seemed like eternity. But reflecting now, countless moments were etched with love and support. Today, too, Yoko taps out braille. The ruler of the heart changes its length with happiness. My time flows lightly with the smiles of my family. Imagining her words broadcast on the radio, Yoko smiles gently. The ruler of her heart continues to mark, with tenderness and certainty, the 30 years of struggles and joys.